From the 1st of the 4th month of 1438, the 5 secret mentions of Iblis. I'm bringing the total to 15, which is the number of the devil tarot card, the Ein, or I guess some early decks had pay, but anyways. There are a handful of verses that hint at Iblis that may be missed in translation. Al-Quran 6:44 has Mublisuna. Al-Quran 23:77 has Mublisuna. Al-Quran 30:12 has Iblisu. You don't say the U if you stop. Al-Quran 30:49 has Mublisin. Al-Quran 43:75 has Mublisun. You don't say the that is the same number as the periods in the night and day which al-Muslimin have been obliged to perform ritual prayers or make contact, a salat in. Iblis's example was of not doing prostrations for God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Should we then do 34 or so every 24 hours in what Islam deems to be essential sacred rites, or follow the example of Iblis more? I mean, that's a question you're going to have to answer for yourself, but feel free, always, no matter how rhetorical you think it is, put something in the comments. The first verse claims mention how forgetting the religious reminders opens that gate, opens the gates, opens it to that, I don't know why I said that, opens the gates of all things. Abwaba kulli shay'in. And it ends in them having a character trait like Iblis, which is generally rendered as deep regrets and sorrows. Secondly, we have a verse where the claim is that this afterlife for them is through a gate of a chief of torment witnessed. Baban the Adhaban Shadid, where they will take on a quality of despair. Third is a verse mentioning the time period of the people whose hour it is, Yawma Taqu Musa'atu, and the final bringing in, like Iblis, for the criminals, according to that point of view. Fourth is about those who were before something for Iblis. Finally is a verse about how something won't be lightened for these beings as they go deeper into that quality like Iblis. Of course, this is more esoteric than general literal meaning. And I could probably continue, but we shall keep it short. The beliefs of hell in Al-Quran and the sayings attributed to Muhammad ibn Abdullah seems to be the most detailed and causative that I have encountered. Second in detail, and the book of Artaviraf, which is said to be the mystical ascent and descent of a man by that name. After the Zoroastrian, Mazdayasna he Zarathustra he, or Mazdayasnian, Zarathustrian, or Kanun Zardosht, would come that among the people of scriptural traditions, among the Hindu race, in which ways has, is, and will hell be the devil's domain, and of his minions. And yes, I know for a fact that I've watched a documentary called Hell, the Devil's Domain, but anyways, is will be the devil's domain and that of his minions. With the inclusions of the language that shares this same bless, ba, lam, sin, root as Iblis, our total comes to 15 verses that mention Iblis by name in Al-Quran. That would make for more explicit mentions than the Masoretic Bible, with its 13 mentions of the Satan. That is the same number of verses as those traditionally followed by a prostration within Al-Quran. That balances out the theme of refusing to prostrate with the one who led those who refused to submit. 15 is also the number of Litha, or the summer solstice, and I would say 19 as well, but anyways. Those passages total 22 verses. There are 22 major arcana, or trump cards of the tarot, and the associated pathways between the Sipparat, or psychic spheres of the body, in each of the four worlds. Our focus in this subject would either be the connection, Yechdi, Yechid, Chidi, because Chud is kind of unity, and Yud or Yah before is something comes in, and after something comes out. In the language of Tanakh, the Jewish Bible, are dissociate chats in the biblical Aramaic. So, law of attraction and repulsion. Between the clay and fire beings, being trees, are the worldly and the dark side trees. How do you understand the differences? In the versions of these stations, how to narrow them down into 15 paths, and what is your experience of these correlations?